Hi, gold traders. Last Tuesday saw gold print the latest all time high. On that day, we saw the world's media jump onto the 3K for gold bandwagon. And as an example, we had a gold analyst on the BBC claiming that gold might even hit the 3,000 level by the end of that day. We uploaded a YouTube video on that Tuesday and stated quite clearly that traders should not get carried away with assuming that the 3,000 level would be imminently hit, and advised traders not to chase the bull from the top. After gold hit 29.42 last Tuesday, instead of consolidation or another push higher, price was swiftly manipulated into a bearish rotation that followed through into the following day. This manipulation pushdown was largely induced as a result of some key market participants getting a heads up before the release of last Wednesday's US CPI report. The released report indicated an uptick in inflation that increased the odds of a Fed rate cut deferral to possibly the latter half of the year. This death spike down on the US CPI release caught many inexperienced traders in a sell trap, and from this point, it was clear that the smart money were going to manipulate price and take it back up to a controlled high, using the fear in the markets that Trump's announcement of, quote, the big one, unquote, on Thursday would set up the global trade war in earnest, with an executive order implementing tariffs against the EU. Now, the smart money had a pretty good idea of what that big one would actually entail, as we here at GVFX did when in our last YouTube upload, we mentioned the probability of a U-turn by Trump on his tariff threat against the EU. On Thursday, instead of signing an executive order, Trump signed a presidential memo instead that directed his administration to start determining what level of reciprocal tariffs the U.S. will impose on foreign imports. But those new taxes, however, will not take effect yet and may only do so after a few months. Last Friday's Sydney Open saw price tracking slightly higher and teasing FOMO traders into a buy trap, especially given the fact that most had no idea of how to read Trump's tariff memo fudge the previous day. At this point, we had another manipulation play that tanked price for a significant retracement. For those who watch our videos and pay attention, we have stated previously that professional traders always look to book some significant profit before a long weekend in the US. And we got that on the Friday with the smart money's manipulation plays, ensuring that they would be able to book maximum profit after setting their traps and pivoting on the 2,924 manipulation level. Monday is a bank holiday in the US, and therefore we will have thinner volume. As we stated in our last YouTube upload, in order to see a retest of the latest all-time high and a break above that, we would need to see price remain above 2,852 through all of last week's inflation-related data releases and the likely U-turn by Trump on the EU tariff situation. Although price remained above 2,852 through all of the aforementioned data releases, the aftermath of the tariff U-turn last Thursday has yet to completely play out, so we will observe price action until after this Wednesday's market close, and then assess to identify a range for manipulation levels and zones and see how a retest of the all-time high looks, and whether or not gold is running scared of the 3,000 level for now until we get some serious blowback on the geopolitical front or an all-out global trade war. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and leave a comment. Until next time, take care.